Hand tracking allows you to interact more naturally and intuitively with the virtual world. By using hand, you can pick up the objects, draw, or even type virtually. In this video, we are going to understand how to track a hand using built-in AI model within MediaPipe library using Python. Hi, my name is Amit and welcome to my channel. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. So let's get started. So let's jump onto our PyCharm application. So here I have PyCharm open and I have created a folder and I have created one file as well, and here we'll get started with the implementation. And if you're interested in beginning how to start with the Python, I'll give a link in the description box for the respective video. Go and check that out as well. So here getting started with the hand tracking, first we need to have a video stream. So how are we going to have that? And we'll use OpenCV library to give us the video feed, and then it will pass the images to a MediaPipe library, and we'll get hand tracking coordinates from MediaPipe, and then we'll show it on our screen, and that will make our project complete. So here first we are interested in having a continuous stream of video, frames, so that it will look like a video, and for that we'll use OpenCV. So here we have this function called import OpenCV CV2. As I'll make this as CV because typing out always the CV2 makes it difficult, so I'm going to make this as CV2. And first of all, we need to create a camera object with a function with the method that we have, that is so cam is equals to cv dot video capture. So video capture is one of the method, and here we need to pass on to a number, because if you have multiple cameras, all the cameras by default get a sum of the numbers. So if you have multiple cameras, so you need to play it around with this number, that is -1, 0, 1, 2, or something around. Okay, for by default the built-in camera gets number as 0. For me, as of now, it is getting 0, so I'm going to take this as my 0. Okay, and this is the camera object that we have created. Now we'll create a while loop where it will stay until we are not closing down our application. Okay, so while true will do, that is infinite loop will do, but here we'll do a check like cam dot is open. So until this camera is open, okay, is open. Okay, so until my camera is open, I'm going to stay within this loop. But we need to make sure as well that we should come out of this loop at some certain point. So to make sure that we'll come out of this loop, we'll use this library as dot key wait key, and wait key is let's give it a delay as 10 milliseconds, or we can make it as 20 milliseconds to 20 milliseconds, and we'll expect some of the value to be returned from the keyboard, and this keyboard we expect it shall return a Q value, right? If it returns a Q, that means quit the application will come out of it. Okay, and just we need to break the loop, so we'll do as break. So that's it. That's it for our infinite loop to come out. But as soon as we come out of the loop, we need to destroy our used resources. So I'll do as cam release. Okay, cam release, and we need to also destroy the frame that the screen that we are going to use to display the video. So here let us get frame from the camera. So here we have this function called cam read, that is the object dot read method, which will give the frame. But whenever the frame returns, it returns two objects, the two values, that is the flag, or rather I'll make this as success. If it is successful, this will return as true. If it fails, it returns as false. Okay, so here is going to be my frame. Frame is equals to cam dot read. Okay, so this function is going to return me frame if it successfully reads the frame, and if it doesn't have the frame, it will return 0 into that the frame variable, and success will be true for the successful frame and will be 0 for the failed frame. So here we can put a check like if not success. I mean, like if the success is false, so we'll make not of it, and so that will get into the if loop, and here we'll put the message for user print, and let's print some message. Camera frame not available. Camera frame not available. Okay, so by this, user will get to know there is something with this, and you can directly quit the application and can come out of the loop. But if you be there in the loop, at least we'll get multiple messages. The string will keep on going that camera frame is not available, and then we have already have an option to break the loop. So by this, we can make sure that we keep on continuing the loop, because it happens that some of the frame might drop or they might not come. So we shall not terminate our application. So terminate application, that means we don't want to come out of this while loop. Okay, so here is this application, and now I have this frame available. Now I can show it to this application. So we have this application, this method called cv dot I am show. Okay, with this we need to give the name to a display. Let's make it as show video. Okay, show video, and here is my image. That is the name called frame. So that's it for video to be shown continuously on the screen. So let's run this and let's see how this works. So I just right click on anywhere, and here is the application way to run the application. So here is this Ctrl+Shift+F10 is the shortcut that we can use. In a short while it will start to show the display. Let us see. Okay, so we have some error. So let's video frame not available. Why not available? Okay, I don't know if it is having problem with as my recording is on. I have two cameras available. Here it is. I have two cameras available. So here on the left hand side, that's the built-in camera within my laptop, and the other camera which through which I am recording. So here it shows two images. So we are going to use this as a video frame, and within this we are going to track our hand. So let's begin with our hand tracking. Perfect. Q is to quit. Okay, so what next do we need? We need MediaPipe library, and here is the process to install it. So go on to terminal, pip install MediaPipe, and that's it. It is going to download all the packages. Here, as you could see, that it download all the packages available and required dependencies all together within one installation process, and with this you are good to start with your application. So as we have installed our library, and now let's get started using that library. So we have to import that first. So import MediaPipe, of course, and but MediaPipe actually does support three different ways, platforms. Like let's jump onto our application, and here you would see that this MediaPipe library actually supports Android, actually supports Java and Python as well. So we need to also mention that which solution that we are expecting. So we are expecting Python solution. So here it shows Python and solutions, and here we have multiple objects that we can create multiple, like hands is the one that we are going to use, as MediaPipe hands. So I'm going to use this as my variable to use within my code. Here also we need a few other methods out of it, and the hands is the one. Next is utility drawing. Okay, draw utilities is the one that we also need, and let's use this as drawing. Okay, let's use this as a drawing. And we also need that by which style do you want our implementation to be shown. So we also need drawing styles, and here I'll call this as styles. Okay, drawing styles. So first we need to create a hands object where it is going to load the model which contains all the trained model earlier by the MediaPipe library by which we'll be recognizing our hand. So here I'm going to create a variable called hands. This is the instance, this is the object that we are going to create, and we are going to create by from the hands object. So here are few arguments that we need to pass in, and one of the argument is that we want this to be not to be a static. Static means are we expecting a result on the image or on the video. Okay, so we want it on to the video, so we have made this as false. And how many max number of hands that you want to track. Hands, and it is going to be, so here I need to put a comma so that it could recognize it, max number of hands, and I want it to be 2. Next is minimum detection criteria. Okay, minimum detection confidence. Now this is the number by which it actually takes the decision that if it finds 50% of it, so it could detect the 50% hands. I have played it with from 50% to 70%, so it's up to you if it is recognizing far easily. If you go below this, it will not recognize the correct hands, and it will also recognize few of the other objects as a hand within your image. So it's good to have above 50%, and making it like 90%, 80% will also not do, because it depends on the video quality as well. So a good number to put in is like 0.5, that is 50% to 70%, depending on you can try this out for yourself. So here we have already our object created, that is hand, and now this hand object has got method where it actually tracks the hand. But okay, so the result that we get out of this image read, actually the format of this image read is BGR, right? BGR, that is blue, green, red. But the MediaPipe library expects its image to be in RGB format. So first we need to convert our frame into RGB format. So here I'll use this as same variable, that is as frame is equals to we have this function called cvt color. With this you could change the format of the colors. So here I have this frame, and I want this to be cv.bgr to gray. Okay, bgr to gray. So it's that simple that you just convert that BGR format to RGB, because MediaPipe library actually expects image to be in RGB format. So here we have frames. Now I'm going to send this frame to a hands library to process and understand and find out the hands within an image. Okay, so it's a pre-built model, so we don't have to get into its much of the details. So here is the way to use the object. So here we have hands detected. So this is the image which will return as the detected image. So, and I have hands object that created. So here we just need to call this a method called process, and here I'm going to send this frame. Okay, and after this I'm going to get all the hands within an image, that is max 2 numbers that we have already mentioned here, right? And we need to now start displaying these hands available. Okay. Yeah, but again the thing is that CV2 library actually expects again an image to be in a BGR format to be displayed on the image. So what can we do is that we can again convert it back to our frame. So detected hands is going to have all the coordinates of the points that we are going to look for. So hands detected is the object which will have all the points. Okay, so let us understand that if we have hands detected or not. So this is the object, this is the output which all contains the coordinates. So we are going to see that if it contains multiple hands within here, and if there are multiple hands, so we need to run the application. So here we have for, so we'll take hand landmarks and hand landmarks as our object in hands detected. So here we need to start to draw the landmarks. Okay, so here I have drawing dot draw landmarks, and here we need to pass in few of the parameters. So here we have first is the frame. First is going to be frame, hand landmarks that we are going to pass. MP hands is the object that we have a name as hands connection. So these are the parameters, and next is that what are the drawing types that we want. Okay, drawing styles that we want. Drawing style dot utilities as get default hand mark styles, right? And we'll also use default hand connection, hand landmark, and hand connection. So this is the function that is going to draw us the landmarks on the hand. So what we did is that we passed on all the objects, all the detected coordinates, and we've seen that do we have multiple hands within it. If there are multiple hands within it, one or more hands, so it's going to pass one hand at a time. So hand landmarks 1, and then this is the utility by which you can draw the landmarks. So draw landmarks is the built-in method where it expects the image, then all the landmarks, and hand connection, that we also want hands to be points to be connected. Okay, so hands connection, and next is the default style of the drawing. So we are going to use the default style. Later on in some other video we'll try to modify of all of this, and we'll check that out in coming videos. So here it is going to be showing me a frame, and it will return all the overrides of the drawing on the frame itself, and we'll be able to draw show that onto our frame. So here we have our video available. On the left hand side you could see my built-in camera, and here I just need to now show my hand. So by this, it is recognizing all the coordinates within the hand, that is all my fingertips, And if you could want to read about more the what all coordinates it is going to read, here is the point where application here it shows that these are the number of points that it is going to give us within an image. And this is the MediaPipe library, which is going to detect all of these coordinates and will show us on the screen, right? And okay, so here we have all these points available, and we could see check on our image, right? And as I have only one hand, but I've made it to recognize two hands, so I'm going to give my second hand as well, and you could see that it is recognizing my hand within an image very effectively. So that's good. So here is what we have our application running. So here we have our application running, right? So just need to click on Q to quit the application, and I'm out of the application. Perfect. So here you just need to have this much of code. The code link is in the description box below. You don't have to type all of the code. Just use that code and play around, and if you have anything, put the comments down below. I'll be happy to read those and reply you back. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more such videos. And if you are interested in understanding radar applications, here is the link for you. And if you are interested in few other videos, so I'm going to give few of the links below in the description box. Go check that out, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.